Дамы и господа, леди и джентльмены, мы все с вами являемся свидетелями того, как вот этот дух сотрудничества, кооперации, синергии, вы знаете, как будто общие сердца наши бьются в один такт. Сейчас я приглашу за эту трибуну следующего нашего спикера, Юлия Прокип, она вице-президент BRICS International Forum. Мы сегодня говорим, что BRICS Plus объединяет все страны мира. Юлия представляет сегодня братскую Белоруссию, ну и одновременно она вот скоро уже получит гражданство России, и она дважды чемпионка мира по спортивным танцам, то есть она тоже имеет отношение к искусству, к спорту. И мне также очень приятно сказать, что Юлия сейчас посвящает, есть такая магистерская программа совместная ГИМО, а у нас спикеры статусные из ГИМО сегодня будут выступать. ГИМО и Российского государственного института физической культуры, спорта, молодежи и туризма. И вот эта программа как раз включает в себя спортивную дипломатию. Посмотрите, как здорово! Мы сегодня объединяем дипломатия, софт-пауэр, искусство, экология, экономика. Недостаточно. Еще включим сюда спорт. Поэтому, дамы и господа, Юлия Прокип.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to be here today, and I want to introduce art and sport as instruments to establish a good relationship between countries and to change our planet for better. Throughout the history of humanity, sport has been an important component of the culture. And Pierre de Coubertin said once, sport is outside the realm of politics, and tried to retain its significance. However, currently, when sports competitions, including Olympic Games, have acquired political overtones and have become a battlefield for a number of states in pursuit of relationship in a globalizing world, there is an urgent need to find new ways to bring sport and art to diplomacy and to make us all closer together. Since the 20th century, the practice of large-scale sports has clearly shown that sport is capable of exerting a powerful political influence on the balance of power in the world. Sport is a tool of reflecting the essence of international relations and influencing their development. While the 20th century sports diplomacy resorted to boycotts, scandals, and political protests, the 21st century diplomacy favors a turn towards soft power. The desire of states to use sport to resolve international conflicts and promote national identity is transforming values of sport. The modern challenge that sport faces is to restore the original values of pure sport, and promote the traditional Olympic values, such as maintaining peace and security, building friendly relations in the spirit of cooperation and mutual understanding between peoples, as well as developing new principles to correspond to the new global environment. In this regard, we should note educational projects, various training programs, in different fields of sport, educational and culture, to promote the values of sports and restore the Olympic ideas. Sport promotes improvements of the body. However, apart from the directly applied meaning, sport ennobles and elevates the soul. Therefore, Pierre de Coubertin, as I said earlier, taking the experience of the ancient Greeks as a basis and proposed in 1894 to the International Olympic Committee to introduce creative competitions that were related to sports into the program of the Olympic Games. Charter sets out additional obligations for organizers to include cultural events in the program of the Olympics in order to promote development of mutual understanding, friendship, relations between participants and spectators. Researchers around the world have repeatedly conducted studies proving that sport have a positive impact on the development of creative abilities. Art and sports are based on universal human values. They unite millions of people, regardless of gender, race, nationality, and religion. Health, beauty, and harmony must be available to everyone. The development of moral qualities of the individual and one's aesthetic perception contributes to the fight against presence, discrimination, and alienation. Thus, art and sport are effective tools for bringing people closer together and achieving economic and political integration. Sports and ecology are preconditions for health. The Sustainable Development Goals are a call to action for countries all over the world. It aims to improve the well-being of people to protect our planet. States recognize that action to end poverty must go hand in hand with efforts to boost economic growth and address a range of issues in education, healthcare, social security, and employment, as well as climate change and environmental protection. Sustainable Development Goals are increasingly being integrated into the policy of the Russian Federation. This trend manifests itself both in the inclusion in the country's strategic program documents of individual goals and objectives of portraying to sustainable development. One of the most important events in the global efforts to combat climate change was adoption by the Russian Federation of the Paris Agreement in 2019. All sustainable development goals are interconnected. Measures taken to achieve one of the sustainable development goals will inevitably have an impact on the achievement of the other ones. That's why the goal number 3, which is good health and well-being, depends on the goal number 13 that relates to climate change, and vice versa. The natural resource potential of Russian Federation is one of the richest in the world. The country has huge reserves of fresh water, forest resources, large ecosystems untouched by economic activity, in which a high level and the natural dynamic of biological diversity are preserved. Water and biological resources of the country make a significant contribution to maintaining the stability of the Earth's biosphere. 2020 is the year of Russia's official presidency of the BRICS. Also this year marks the 75th anniversary of the founding of the United Nations. BRICS supports reputable United Nations programs, including the Sustainable Development Goals, as well as other conceptual United Nations programs. Today, BRICS is an interstate entity that offers the world an alternative civilization development model based on equality, mutually beneficial partnership, justice, respect for traditions and history. The BRICS Alliance today is also able to offer more effective methods for transforming the political, social and economic development of civilization in order to create an ecocentric model based on ecology. Ecology is now, especially in the post-pandemic era, becoming the mainstream of social transformations. Creative and sport, art and sports, cooperation among the BRICS countries, as well as those countries that are ready to cooperate with the BRICS Alliance in a variety of cultural spheres, in a variety of sports, sooner or later can soon lead to the creation of a strategic cooperation plan. Today we see the regular platforms of interaction have already appeared in certain spheres of culture. For example, several BRICS film festivals have been created. There are also platforms for integration among the BRICS countries in the field of theater. However, in the field of sport, this integration has enormous potential for development. Therefore, I believe that this direction for developing cooperation within the framework of BRICS to be the utmost importance. Involvement of art and sport headliners in the popularization of environmental ideas, a highly relevant factor in an interstate interaction. I'm sure that representatives of art and sport will be able to involve public leaders capable of initiating public discussion on the transformation of the civilization development model, fueling a shift in emphasis toward environmental issues, common moral and social responsibility for the rating of the planet, for the fate of the planet, and creating new efficient platforms for dialogue and cooperation. We live in a complex world, dramatically changing world. However, our sincere efforts and human ideology can help us to overcome any difficulties and to offer effective solutions to any local and global problems. Thank you for your attention.